I didn't need to look at my bank balance to know that for it all to be worth it, the trip had to be extraordinary. Just south of El Sala, I pass Albufera Natural Park, where a freshwater lagoon is separated from the sea by a narrow strip of pine-forested sand dunes. Not only ecologically significant, the park is also of high cultural importance as the birthplace of paella. The dish was concocted by local farmers and labourers, who at lunch would gather whatever ingredients they could find, such as tomatoes, onions, rice, snails, rabbit, and if they were lucky, duck. When chef Jamie Oliver recently suggested supplementing the dish with chorizo, purists were up in arms. One labelled it an insult not only to our gastronomy, but to our culture. Others sent death threats. After passing several nondescript villages populated by low-rise apartments, I stopped for a break in a little square in front of a striking cobalt blue building in Maranhão de Barraquetas. A man in his 60s soon sat down next to me, smoking a cigar. Almost completely bald, his face was lined with deep wrinkles. He wore a stained white shirt, through which I could see the outline of his vest. Without turning to look at me, he mumbled something indecipherable, before asking, "Sabe quien ganó? Do you know who won?" Racking my brains for last night's football fixtures and beginning to doubt the accuracy of my translation, I recalled the Eurovision Song Contest had been held the night before. He didn't look like your stereotypical fan, but I informed him Israel had come out on top, and hoped we hadn't got our wires crossed. My relief that we hadn't was short-lived. The man talked at me for the next 10 minutes, complaining the competition is rigged, and that the only country that ever votes for Spain is Portugal. He seemed genuinely angry about the situation. I've always been amazed by the passion evoked by Eurovision. It is the most frivolous occasion imaginable, a European singing contest in which Australia and Israel compete for no apparent reason. I wanted to console the man by reassuring him that no matter what happened, Spain would at least continue to fare better than the UK.